say something in regard to the role of the church to reach out, to continue reaching out to men. You see, the many purpose why the forum is engaging so much with these NGOs so that we can be active. It's because we want each church to fully implement the mandate given to us by our Lord Jesus Christ. If you look at most of the way we have been running churches, we have been basing the services on one side, and we have neglected this part so much. Nothing much is going on apart from maybe few churches that I know in the past that were really engaging with NGOs and government to tackle issues of society. But the rest of us, we are more into praying for the people. More than we consider that they need to lay, they need to be counseled, they need to be trained. These are normal, living human beings that can make mistakes. And through training and knowledge, they can change. So, like you were saying, it's not a problem to deal with the spirits, but this is not really the main purpose of workshops like this one. The main purpose is to empower us as heads of churches and department in our churches, that we take care of that part which we have been neglecting, which is training, equipping the work, the saints for the work of ministry. Ministry is all these things to avoid them to happen in our community. It has to start with the church. So my desire is when we are receiving this knowledge, I'm not sure how many churches now have got a counseling department in their church. As a result of the previous training we received on basic counseling, we requested that go and establish a counseling department in your church. Did you do that? If you did that, congratulations. But if you never did it, are you now adding this training also to that one, which is not implemented, and we keep pointing spirits? You know, we are here so that these manuals should work. Get that presentation. Choose one person or a group of few men in your church, train them to start saying some of these things in the Bible studies. You know, you can have life skill sessions for men in the church. I'm just throwing some of the ideas that you can do. This is a church. A church should not just be about prayer and fasting. No, 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 no. You will not see the intellectuals in your church. There are people who are social workers in your churches. They are nurses. They are doctors. They are not being used until now. You are using them only for intercession and for Bible study and to give money for the construction. You are not using them to empower the community with this knowledge. They could be doing counseling in the church, but we are not doing that. Realistically speaking, I always visit your churches. You don't do that. You don't have departments where young people are trained to avoid early child marriages and all those kinds of things. There's nothing. All we tell the people is that if you fast longer and pray more, all these things will vanish and disappear in the thin air. But there are realities, like we are dealing with suicide, we are dealing with sexual harassment, we are dealing with sexual-based violence and so on. There are real things that some of the members of our churches are affected. What do we do about that? I gave an example one time. If a person comes to you and says, I have got period pain, a woman comes to you and say, I have got back pains as a result of my periods. Are you going to pray that she should now stop menstruating? Or what will you do? Will you refer the person to the hospital? Those are some of the things we should know. There are things we can pray for, but there are things that really need attention. I really beg with you, spiritual leaders, to take this and implement the activities in your church. Thank you.